Hello students, welcome to my channel English All New Academy. This video deals with a poem from Standard 9, Beehive. The poem is The Lake Isle of Innisfree. In this video, I have discussed in detail about figures of speech that are used in this poem. So I request you to watch the video till end so that you can gain in-depth understanding about literary devices and how they contribute to the theme of the poem. Let's try to identify figures of speech. In the first line, we can see that the word go is repeated, so it is repetition. Another figure of speech, climax, also is seen here. We can see this line. The poet says, I will rise and go now. So here we can see that two actions take place in sequence. First, arise and then go. And that's why it is called climax. In second line, the sound ko is repeated in the words cabin and clay. So it is called alliteration, and we can also see the sentence formation and a small cabin built there. Instead of writing and build there a small cabin, so it is called inversion. In third line, we can see the sound H is repeated in these words, and that's why it is called alliteration. We can also identify inversion. Here also, instead of writing I have there, I will have there in the beginning, we can see that the sentence formation is different. 9 rows will I have there, and that's why it is called inversion. In the fourth line of stanza 1, we can see that the figure of speech is transferred epithet. Here we can see that the word glade, it means a ground, and it has been assigned the adjective be loud, and that's why it is called transferred epithet. Let's try to find out figures of speech in stanza 2. In this line, we can see that the figure of speech is alliteration because the words some and slow. Here we can see that the sound so is repeated, so it is alliteration. Repetition also is used here because the word peace is repeated. We can also find personification because here we can see that for peace comes dropping slow. Here peace cannot come or go. It is human quality which is assigned to peace. So it is personification. In these lines we can see that the figures of speech that are used are repetition, personification and onomatopoeia. Here we can see that after this line there is no punctuation, and that's why the line continues to express the idea in next line also. So here the word dropping and dropping is repeated, so it's repetition. Moreover, we can also see that the word dropping from the veils, it shows that these are the qualities which are human qualities, and these are assigned to the morning, and that's why it is called personification. Onomatopoeia also is used because here the sound that is produced by the cricket is sings, so it is onomatopoeia. In these lines we can see that the sound g is repeated in the words glimmer and glow, so it is alliteration. Now let's see stanza 3. Here we can see that three figures of speech are used: alliteration, climax and antithesis. Let us try to identify alliteration. Here we can see that the words now and night are used. In these words, the sound n is repeated, so it is alliteration. Moreover, again we can see that The poet says, I will rise and go now. So here these two actions are in sequence. So it is climax. Here we can see that night and day, they are two contradictory things, ideas, and that's why it is called antithesis. In this line, we can see that alliteration has been used because the sound L is repeated in the words lake, lapping, and low. We can also find one more figure of speech, onomatopoeia, because here lapping with low sounds. Here, the sound produced by water is called lapping, so it is onomatopoeia. In these lines, we can see that the words roadway and pavements, they are synonyms. They convey one and the same meaning. So it is called tautology. In this line, we can see that the sound h is repeated in the words here and hearts. So it is called alliteration. There is one more poetic device which is called enjambment. Here we can see that in this line there is no punctuation mark used and the idea continues from one line to the other. So here the poetic device is enjambment. In this line also we can see that there is no punctuation and the idea continues to be expressed from one line to the other. So it is called enjambment. I hope you have clearly understood about the poetic devices used in the poem The Lake Isle of Innisfree. I hope you liked the video. So please subscribe my channel and also like it and press the bell icon to get the latest videos. Thank you for watching the video.